Alright guys, I hope you guys can hear me because I don't have a microphone right now. So I need you to bear with me. Here's a cool little stream. Too bad there's not fish in it. So we're back out. And look at that arrowhead I found just a minute ago. Full blown. It's got chips. It's got missing pieces, but still, it's pretty damn cool. So, anyway, I'm trying to go back into the area last year where where I was able to get those. I actually got things thrown at me up in here. So now I'm headed back up in here looking for, I don't know if it's a child or a juvenile's area where they grow up in there. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I mean, it's down. I'm coming in from a different angle. So I'm hopefully gonna find whatever they have going on the other side. I mean, this side right here isn't as remote as the other side, but they still can't get a four-wheeler in here unless they want to drive around every tree forever. Anyway, feels good to be back out here. Things are good. Been going through some things, but you know what? It's all good. And I think we're gonna have a good year. I'm hopefully gonna be filming a lot more once I get the solar on my cabin went down. All the shit in my fridge went rotten and stunk to high heaven. And now I can't get the power to the solar to function. So I'm gonna have to get somebody up there for that, along with the pressure pump. About ready to burn it to the ground. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? It's been that kind of a nightmare for me. Anyway, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find some. I'll show you what the pine nut crop looks like this year, because there's a lot of them coming. Let's see. I want one that's low enough where I can get some film on it. This hell? There's something up there. I don't know what it is. Huh. That tree looks like it got struck by lightning right there. But anyway, let's see. They're fairly small right now. They grow a lot during the next 3 months. And it depends on the area. Down by my cabin, every tree's loaded. Up here, not so much. But it might be the side of the, see all those little, see all those, see all those little pine cones right there? That's what's gonna happen. So anyway, it's a really good source for protein and antioxidants, and even in human beings. I mean, the calories are massive per nut, but they're soft and white and soft and dang good. I mean, woo, you could eat them all day long. And I wanted to show you something here. Look at this little desert, high desert, flowering cacti. That is really cool. See, they can eat those bugs too. I'm sure those are eaten a lot. It's almost like that prickly pear, but different. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this off for a little while. I mean, it's not a major thing, but you see that right there, up to there, and there's the same one over there. That's the bottom. So we know, and it's a pine, not a cedar. So we know for a fact that that was placed there, because there's no pine tree around that, or pinyon, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's pretty cool. Some of them are really subtle, just subtle little things. And there are a lot of arrowheads up here too, by the way. I know a lot of you could care less, but I actually love finding them. Because if you don't find them, they're just gonna be gone and covered, and that's it. So anyway, I'm getting a little deeper in here. And I keep hearing something. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. Huh. Days are getting shorter again, which is good, because in August, actually no, September is when I saw all those, or heard all those screams, and saw I had all kinds of activity up here. And I'm gonna go back up in there and leave a recording device. I'd like to get a motion sensor camera and put it up in there. I think I may. And the ones I have are motion detected, but I want one that doesn't have the infrared, or doesn't lead them on if there's any kind of light. Anyway, really cool area right here. I mean, this gets my blood pumping. Good thing I brought my gun, or I wouldn't be here. I'm not only worried about Sasquatch, I'm also worried about mountain lions more. Or some juvenile little bastard that wants to play, kick my ass and grind me up and throw me out. That's a fear. Or one that's been injured, that can't find food in any other way, can't catch a deer or an elk, or can't compete with his group. So I become the next easy target. Not happening. Even though this 45, my best bet would be to the head and hope it doesn't glance off. But I wouldn't do that unless I knew my life was in danger or imminent death, one or the other. It's just not who I am or how I function. But anyway, I'm gonna turn this off for a little while so I still have some battery. Alright, I'm gonna try this. This selfie stick's probably gonna wiggle like a bass, but I'm gonna try to get it where you guys can see me and see behind me. I do keep hearing things. Maybe their voices, I don't know. That's weird. Look at that. See, this is what I don't understand. Why? I'll walk past it. Why don't these beings make those structures out of this stuff that's behind me? I mean, you'd think they'd use that in everything, you know? But they don't. They don't use it. So, anyway, I don't know how good this is gonna be. Okay, well, back at it. I get people all the time that give me crap about the noise, the crunching of the pine cones under my feet. And yeah, it's loud. But I would like to see anybody else do better. You can't. Even if you had super stealth, it's not going to happen. These things are noisy regardless. I mean, it's a really cool area. Just piques the hell out of my interest. I know we're going to run into something here. I think I went too far down. Yeah, and the camera's probably bouncing, but you know how it is. That's kind of how I film. Don't have a whole lot of time to edit anything. Just put it on. You guys see what I see. And that's just kind of the way I do it. I think we have a really good shot. Part of my problem right now is I hope they remember me, because I've been out of the loop for quite a while. Look at that piece of quartz. And you know, and it's easy to get sidetracked and all that stuff, but anyway. Alright, I've been walking and I continue to hear these really soft footfalls. I think it's a damn mountain lion, to be honest with you. It's too quiet for anything else. If I see that thing, right now is a bad time because they have cubs. Or baby mountain lions, whatever they call them. And so I sneak up on them and startle them. I think Mama's gonna have something to say. Anyway. Yeah, because this is like prime mountain lion territory. They say there's a mountain lion every square mile in places like this, or every 3 miles, something like that. There's a lot of them up here. There's so many elk and deer that it's easy for them to come up in here and get what they need. So when I get back into the back of this canyon, I know there's some things in there that I need to look at. I haven't seen the mountain lion, but he's here. Either him or a super stealthy Sasquatch, because there's no black bears up in here. No wolves. There are coyotes and foxes and all that and bobcats, but they wouldn't follow you like that. Even a bobcat. Just out of the pay grade for a bobcat. Anyway, this is really pretty cool. I've just makes me wonder how to get up that canyon. It starts to get really thick. Listen, can you hear that? What that is? Not a deer now, because it wouldn't follow me. And it may be a mountain lion just seeing where I'm going. I don't know. All I do know is he needs to leave me alone. Because if a mountain lion decides you're on the menu, you got one shot, and that's to cover up your neck. If he doesn't get you on the neck, the first strike, then you've got a chance. It's when they pounce and get a hold of your neck and rip that you're done. And not only that, but you could easily bleed to death if they got a hold of your leg or even your arm. But that's the whole purpose of a gun. If that happens, that's how you take care of it. And hopefully you're able to get it out and get a shot. I mean, they usually 99.9% of the time scream as they go to jump, or when they hit, which if they hit, you're done anyway. But pretty cool place. It's a hike into here, though, I'll tell you. Forgot how far it was. I think there's keep hearing that. It makes me look weird. Feel weird anyway. Last year, when I was going out, even up in this canyon, when they were aggressive, well, I wouldn't say aggressive, I would say curious. They they never really made any bold, super bold gestures at me at all. It was always maybe a stick here or a rock there. And sometimes I could hear them surrounding me. And to be honest, I didn't like that at all. That's probably the one thing that bothered me the most. Yeah. So, pretty cool. And not only that, but I also like the fall because it's not hot at all. You can go anywhere you want. In October, there's hunters, but I've never seen one up here. The deer and elk start to move down. I got to get my trail cams back out. I've been lazy, but I haven't had solar, so it kind of burns me out. Once I get that solar fixed, I'll come up and stay the night, do all that crap. Then I'm still upset about the fact that my solar died. It didn't make any sense to me at all. And any of you who know anything about solar and want to give me a heads up, you're welcome to. I don't think the inverter is doing anything. I think it's just flashing. I don't think it's sending anything to the batteries to charge. So anyway, I won't waste all your time talking about that, but if any of you know how to deal with the solar issue, let me know. What is that? See, right now is where I get creeped out. There's not a dang noise. I mean, is this just not weird? No birds. Just me clomping through the trees. A little wind. Huh. Okay, now see this? I almost walked past it. It's some kind of a little structure that was made. I wished I knew what they represent. That's pretty cool. That's a really small one. Huh. Anyway, that's pretty cool. There's a damn badger hole. It's been lived in recently. Keep them out of there, you little bastard. Mean. Tasmanian devil. Alright. I'm gonna try to eat one of these. No, that's not bad. Now, if I die, you all know why. Yeah, they're ants. It tastes like just its own little taste, but it's not bad at all. Huh. Now, if I drop, at least I'll know what did it. But I don't think there's any cactus up here that have that issue, so. I'm watching these survival movies where they have to take whatever they have and survive. And they were talking about people getting lost and how easy it was to be lost, especially in places like this where you can't see over the top. And they would go in circles, and I guess that happens when you start to drift. When you're doing whatever you do, you always start to drift to the left a little bit. What's that? A bone? What the hell? That looks like it's been worked on with this stick. Look. What kind of thing is that? Huh. Maybe some kind of skinning tool. I don't know. I'll leave it there though. Don't want to cause grief. Anyway, that's pretty dang cool right there. I was talking about how men, people in general, women, children, you name it, when they get lost, they have a tendency to see a place they want to travel, and they think that's where they need to go, but yet they don't stay on track to that location. If you don't have a set line, a line of sight to a certain location 200 or 300 yards away, and you're just traveling, thinking you're traveling north or south or wherever, eventually you start to drift left. And pretty soon, you're way off. And that's why some of these people end up in a big circle. It's because they start to drift. And I was baffled by that. I hadn't heard that before, but that makes perfect sense though. You know? But I've never been lost up here, knock on wood. But there's always a first for everything, right? Juniper. Yeah, cool that is. Thing is old. Wow. Pretty cool. A lot of locusts. I mean, that thing is just old. Just old. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Okay. There's a mountain lion track. It's been walking up this road. Stupid thing's walking on the same path as that motorcycle, so it's hard to see. But